I was born in Hannibal, Missouri, and my father, after I was born, my father came to Milwaukee to find a job. My father was a mechanic, a master mechanic, and he owned his own gas station at the time, and my mother was a housewife. My brothers just constantly, you know how I got picked on. I got picked on. My brothers used to throw caterpillars at me and things like that, just to be boys, I guess. But in my high school years, I played sports. And at that time, I encountered the first racial connotation, racial incident I had was these two girls, I thought they were my friends, and they were white. And I thought they were my friends, and we were out there talking, and I think I forgot what I said. And one of them told me, stay in your place. I said, stay in my place? What are you talking about? You know. And I just walked away, and I wasn't friends with him anymore. When I first entered the gay life, I was working at a gas station over there on Titonia and Hampton, Mobile station. And a young lady kept coming up there, and I'm saying, why do you keep coming up here? She said, well, I want to get to know you. I said, how? You know, I didn't. And then she started talking about, well, I'm gay. I said, and what's that? You know, because I didn't know, you know. And I didn't know that I was gay because I could never really mix with straight women. But I met my wife at the after set, and I said, wow, she's beautiful. And so I started hanging with her, and I told my friend Craig that I'm gonna marry her. He said, oh, get out of here. I said, yes, I am. And so we did. We got together, you know, and we've been together for like 42 years. First person I seen that had full-blown AIDS, the first was swollen out, you know, and I had asked Craig, I said, what's wrong with him? He said, he's got AIDS. Now I had heard about it over the news and stuff, and I just saying, oh, it's not gonna happen here in Milwaukee. I guess that's what a lot of the gay men felt. But I looked at that and I see my friend just dwizzle down. I mean, he just dwizzled into, how many pounds was he, like 50 pounds? Just dwizzle away. And it's heartbreaking. All my friends died of AIDS, and which was tragic to me. And so I couldn't do nothing. So what I did was create a cookout where I had all the gay community, if they wanted to come at Lincoln Park, they can come, listen to music, and eat for free. I did that once a year. So we started doing pageants, and that was so much fun, watching people dress and go up and down the aisle and try to win. I mean, they were for perfection. It was just wild. I did a Black Pride at Statesville Park with Charles D. I organized it. I got the vendors. We had straight people performing. I had MC Light. But anyway, we did it 2 years in a row, and our funds were getting low, so we couldn't do it the next year. So I enjoy planning and then it materializing. That's my greatest achievement, you know. When I first started corrections, I went to Kettle Moraine. Somehow, somebody got a newspaper from Shepherd's, I think it was in, and they had me and my wife on there. And so my staff, because I was a captain, me and my staff took the Xerox machine and started making pictures of me and her and passed them to the inmates. And I go back there and I see them, I seen it on the side. I said, who did this? And they said, I don't know. I said, it doesn't matter to me. I am who I am, I'm happy who I am, so if you're trying to hurt me, you're not. So you're just wasting your time. And that, you know, and so I let it go like that. People always have that homophobia, always will. You know, always will. We don't take the time to get to know each other. I think that's what it is, you know, because you hear all this thing on the news. If you talk and communicate with somebody and be open about it, you'll see that there's a real person in there. not by the color of their skin or nothing. And I think communication is the key to anything. She's just like us. Yes, I am, you know? Yes, I am. And so they all became real good friends with me. So same thing I did in the gay community. I would go up there and talk to people, and they'll be talking, we'd be laughing and talking, you know? It's know me. And then you make your conclusion.